Okay, silver gold. Good morning, Magee. I am so happy to have my son, my baby, Breck, and his wonderful wife, Carolyn, who many of you might recognize because she's been around Magee years visiting her grandmother, Mrs. Carolyn Stevens, and her mother is Stephanie Stevens Calhoun, who lives in Hattiesburg now. While they were here, Breck started talking about their trip to Tuscaloosa. As a State Farm agent in Montgomery, Alabama, they asked him to come and be a buddy agent in Tuscaloosa, which he'll have to tell you more about that. And Carolyn went with Breck, and he was telling me some things about it this morning, and I found it so interesting, and I thought it might be something that you would enjoy hearing about and enjoy what I learned from it. Breck, take over.
Like any catastrophe, when you arrive on scene, the pictures do it no justice. You can't get a feeling for just what has happened until you're there. And even when you're there, it's hard to take it all in. What those folks are going through and just how much time and energy and money and effort that it's going to take in order to get folks back on their feet. I was working with State Farm when Katrina hit Mississippi and was a part of that effort as well. And there's a difference between the two. That and was the worst tornado damage that I've personally seen in my lifetime. And as bad and horrific as it was, it's different than a hurricane in a sense that when you go as a buddy agent, you can go and you can work, and then you can go next door or 3 or 4 blocks over and go get lunch at a restaurant or some other facility that's not affected. And a hurricane is different because if you get down close to the water or some of those areas that are at ground zero, there's no getting away from the areas that is affected. You can't go 2 blocks over and get gas or money out of an ATM or eat at a restaurant because the devastation is just for miles and miles and miles with a hurricane as opposed to a tornado where it's awful. The areas that are affected, cars picked up, houses destroyed, police station, schools. It doesn't pick and choose who or what it destroys. It destroys everything, and it's awful. They had churches destroyed, schools destroyed, and there was 2 weeks of school left. It was awful. It was awful.
I know this gave you a very good learning opportunity to experience something that probably, well, I guess if you went through Katrina, you had been through some of it, but it did give you a learning opportunity for other
affected individuals.
True, that would make a difference. That would make a difference.
Every situation that you go through like that is a learning experience. What can you do to prepare for something like that? We'll have insurance. For one, it'll help put the pieces back together. As well as if that occurs, the insurance company could very well. I talked to our head claims team manager about are these insurance companies making folks itemize the items that were destroyed, and she said yes, they were. I said, well, are they not just paying policy limits? No, the way those policies read is you have to itemize every single item that's destroyed: toiletries, clothes, pots, pans, furniture. So you don't necessarily, you should, technically you have to have a picture, a video, an owner's manual, or receipt if the insurance company can ask for that to prove your contents. Sometimes there's some leeway on that, but those pictures will help you remember what you have more than prove it to an insurance company. Folks were literally having to go into a house that doesn't exist anymore, and the claim rep would walk them through the situation saying, close your eyes. Imagine you're in your living room. Look left, look right, and start to write down every item that you've lost.
And Breck and I were talking about this. We always recommend to any person that we sell a homeowner's policy to take pictures and email them to themselves, because if a tornado comes through and everything's gone, the computer's gone, you've at least got them in your email, because you can open up your email from anywhere, and it will just help the process.
And you don't have to take a picture of each individual item. Just go walk in your closet, take a picture. Walk in your bathroom, take a picture. Your kitchen, your living room. Because those pictures will help you jog your own memory of, oh, I forgot about this item or that item. They will help you remember what you had as much as prove what you had.
You know, I really would not have thought about emailing them to myself. That would have never crossed my mind,
Mhm.
that emailing them would be a good thing. I am glad that Breck and Carolyn came, and I learned something else right then. I think I'm going to go run around with my camera all over the house. I hope you enjoyed Good Morning Magee today. I hope you'll have a wonderful week, and stay tuned and check out MageeNews.com every day. Thank you.